the United States has not signed on to the Law of the Sea Convention, and while some would argue that the move is long overdue, Myron Ebell would not be one of them. He's the Director for Energy and Environment at the Competitive Enterprise Institute. And why shouldn't the U.S. join the convention, would you say?
The Law of the Sea Treaty has many good things, but it also threatens United States sovereignty, and people around the world don't understand that a treaty that the United States signs and the Senate ratifies has a different effect than in other countries.
How so?
If Russia doesn't like the Law of the Sea Tribunal's ruling on this Greenpeace piracy issue, they can just say we don't accept it. In the United States, a private citizen, in this case it would be an environmental pressure group, could go to federal court and force the federal government, the Obama administration, to obey the ruling, whether it wanted to or not, whether it was in the interest of the United States or not, whether it was just or not. And so we have a very different system. Other countries don't have these citizen lawsuit provisions. So the Law of the Sea Treaty presents terrible threats to the United States.
But there are some things in there. You said there were some good things, like preventing pollution and dumping. I guess you would agree with those aspects of it.
Well, I think we'd have to talk about each one. I mean, there are problems there too. There are also problems in the allowing a UN body to decide where there can be undersea mining and where there can't, and where the royalties go. There are all kinds of problems with the treaty, but I think the main one is this problem that the United States obeys treaties differently than any other country.
Well, let me shift to Greenpeace. The organization has called you a climate criminal because of your work trying to discredit climate change science. So I want to get your thoughts on Greenpeace, what they're doing, and the ultimate outcome in this case. What would you like to see?
I sympathize with the 30 people who've been arrested and are in Russian jail. But there's some satisfaction that Greenpeace is finally having to suffer some negative consequences for all the stunts that they do around the world. They think that they can do these stunts, and they get great publicity in the liberal media in Europe and North America, and nothing bad ever happens to them. But of course, a lot of these stunts put people in danger. And so it's good that they're being called out by Russia. I hope that we can resolve and get these 30 people released. But you know, I think Greenpeace is going to have to come forward and say we're willing to pay a fine, or we're willing to put up a bond. We're willing to sign essentially a contract that we won't do this anymore in Russian waters. So I think Greenpeace is going to have to come forward and offer something.
Is that the ultimate outcome that you'd like to see?
Yeah, I mean, I think, look, this is a big business. Greenpeace has hundreds of millions of dollars. I think, you know, a $10 or $20 million fine would be appropriate, and get these people out so that they don't have to sit in jail all winter.
Well, Myron, thank you for coming in and talking to us. Certainly appreciate it.
Thank you, Mike.